Hello, everyone. My name is Titila Yaridegbe. The name of my team is Noble Consult. This presentation is about the Startup Amsterdam. Startup Amsterdam was established by the locals in the year 2015 to bring both local and private and public sector together so that they can form a formidable force in the business world. And this has actually helped the nationals to actually have a very strategic position in the international business world. The scale up activities has actually worked with about over 40 initiatives in the year since they've started. Next slide, please. Like I said, it was established in 2015. Please go to the next slide, please. And one of they've actually made use of so many some strategies that they use to actually go about this scaling up of businesses and ideas. One of them is the stimulation of network connections. This is where they bring, like I said, the private and the local sector together to actually make them become a formidable force and to be able to channel their talent towards the same, to achieve a collective goal. Another one is the talent and diversity. That is where they actually go into the community to help those that have new talents, genuine talents, and they actually go into diversity, like they include all the migrants, the international world in what they do. They actually the expansion is more on women. There are programs on women. They focus on women, the international world, the migrants, and also all that. Then they provide access to markets. This is where they give them the international exposure that is required for new talents and new opportunities to access the international markets, to be able to put up their ideas for everyone to see all over the world. Then the establishment of innovative districts. This is where they provide an enabling environment for each initiative and each idea to thrive. Then the trending technology, they train the individuals in technology that is applicable to their particular need, so that they can meet up with the international world as the world is going digital. Like in the previous slide, it's just a continuation. It's like I said, talent and diversity services, that's part of what they do. Access to market services, networking services, like they open up networking activities, they open up ideas to help both locals and internationals to network together to provide a single idea that work with everybody. And they have these innovation centers in their local communities, so that each person that have ideas of business can actually access a particular place to go to get help in terms of finances, advert, and so many other things necessary for the business. And the incubation center services are actually the places that are provided for them to get trainings and get help that is required. Then, like I said in the other slide, so these are emerging technology services. This is where they actually have this technology provided for individuals to go to access, so that in case they don't know how to, they can actually go to that place to go. So the next slide will be taken up by Adewale.
First, analysis of Amsterdam startup. We have 5 analysis. Political factor. There is a good political environment in Netherlands, which eliminate issue of political instability. There is a political stability that encourage business startups to thrive. Economic factor. The GDP of Netherlands is above average of the EU GDP. This also gives opportunity for startup business to actually thrive. The social factor, mass quality of living survey has ranked Amsterdam as the best attractive city to live in globally. And beside, over 80 to 90% are English-speaking populace. The technology in Amsterdam, especially the information technology, makes tasks be conducted easily. Amsterdam is home to Amsterdam Internet Exchange, which is among the largest transport hub globally. And besides, over 44% of Netherlands citizens are graduate from university. Ecological factor, the city has a good environmental issue, which has been put to ensure it's a clean city. The strength also made it easy for an increased number of women in the country to go to the company. Resources weakness, funding to business is a big challenge because to start a business, you require a lot of resources. Opportunity, just as I've said, the high percentage of educated individuals within Amsterdam show the city has talent and the large percentage which also gone to higher institution. The threat, there are many incubators and startups all with welcoming deals for a business willing to engage with starts the company. Thank you.
Thank you, Adewale. So I'll be representing the topic about SUP40, which is another startup hub in Sweden, based in Stockholm, Sweden. So it's SUP46 is a startup people of Sweden is called basically. It's based in Stockholm, which established in 2013, and at the moment they have 250 plus startups businesses, including the meta places all over the Sweden. Okay, so I'll be sharing about strengths and weakness of SUP46. So first is strength. The thing is, first strength they have is 91% of their startup is still inactive. That's mean like when a startup is business starts, so they have 91% success rate. So like most of them, their startup businesses are still inactive. So about the weakness, so they mainly focus on innovative startups. So basically this is their one of weakness, I would say, because they're very choosy about the when choosing about the startup businesses. So they always look for innovative startups, obviously. So the next one. Okay, so next thing is about growth and improve about the local startups in Amsterdam. So I'll give you some recommendation to achieve this in the city. Can adopt the following strategies. We have narrowed it down to 3 points. First one is strengthen the overall ecosystem for innovative and the potentially growing companies, obviously. The second one would be enhance processes and activities that increase value to the society in new approaches. The last one, but not least, developing an inclusive ecosystem that focuses on activating more target groups. So these are the strategies they can follow. Next one, our group member will present Kudirat.
Thank you, Azim. To buttress the points given on the recommendation, the first recommendation we have is to strengthen the overall ecosystem for innovative and increasing developing companies. This implies that Startup Amsterdam, which based on our research, focus more on international and global companies. But if they can strengthen or invest in fast-growing entrepreneurial companies, which are based locally, this will result in sustainable economic growth and more job creation. And the second recommendation we have is for them to enhance processes and activities that add value to the city in new approaches. This means the city authorities, that is the authorities that oversee the affairs of Startup Amsterdam, they should enhance as many business in the city and also encourage startup business that add value to the city through various ways. And the third recommendation is for them to develop an inclusive ecosystem that focuses on activating more target groups. That is, they should encourage local entrepreneurs, women and young entrepreneurs. So for them to be able to successfully establish a startup business in the city. And in conclusion, Startup Amsterdam, which is an important startup hub, should recognize every individual and entrepreneur so they don't feel left out. And also, when comparing Startup Amsterdam with another startup, like my colleague said, the UP 46, which is the startup people of Sweden, it is noted that Startup Amsterdam has not fully achieved its potential. Instead, it should look inward and less outward. That is, it should improve its local entrepreneurial ecosystem so as to develop full potential in the entrepreneurial market. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.